leave them right there. We'll take care of them. Thank you.
Welcome home.
Mrs. Lord, I was worried about you.
Oh, because of the hurricane. Well, it didn't hit Santo Domingo, but I did. I got my divorce. So now it is officially Ms. Lord. All right. Or it will be anyway, as soon as Mr. Vickers signs the divorce papers. And he will. Kicking and screaming, but he will.
I felt so bad for you when I saw that picture of him in the sun.
You mean the one of him in bed with another woman? I'm thinking of having it framed. Well, it did finally buy me my freedom.
May I say, Senora, I never liked the way Mr. Vickers treated you anyway. Ever.
I knew that, Carlota. And it always made me feel much better. So thank you. Ooh, speaking of the adulterous devil himself, I'm going to go upstairs and quickly freshen up for the kill.
Carlotta, hello. You know, Carlotta, I really was hoping that you would call me Viki. I mean, our children are friends. You know, Jessica never even considered inviting anyone but Christian to Amy's party the other night.
And I know Christian was looking forward to going so much.
Viki. Well, what brings you here?
Quite sure that you would like to keep putting me off, but I'm afraid I have to talk to you, and it can't wait any longer.
Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you.
I would. Carlota?
Seguro. Excuse me.
Shall we? I wasn't trying to avoid you at the wedding. I was surprised that you wanted to see Todd and Blair married.
Oh, yes, well, I was quite surprised about that, too. But, of course, he's my brother, and he's actually been reaching out to me recently, trying to find out all he can about Father.
Why? I mean, the man is dead. Let him rest in peace. Though I'm sure it surprises you to hear me say that, since I supposedly killed him.
I think Todd feels that he can't get on with the rest of his life until he knows the whole truth about Victor Lord.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Does anybody know that?
Maybe not, but I'm getting a lot closer. Do you remember the night last January when I came to see you because I was so sure at last that you had killed my father?
Yes, I remember that.
I have finally remembered that night and everything that happened and everything that you said to me. You said, why would you care who killed your father? He was a degenerate pig. He raped you. And I said, you're a liar, that's not true. But I know now that it is true. Every single word you said is true.
Just leave it, Carlota. I can pour.
Thank you, Carlota.
Cream and sugar?
No, Dorian, I told you I don't want coffee.
Of course, with everything you've been through, the last thing you need is coffee. But I must say, it seems quite remarkable that you are as calm as you are right now. I mean, if I had just found out that my father had sexually abused me...
Well, how would you feel, Dorian? How would you react? Would you fall apart?
I would try very hard not to.
Well, that's all I'm doing. I'm trying very hard not to. Between us, I'm telling you that inside I feel like giving in because it hurts so much. But I realized if I give in to this pain, then my father will win, and he will destroy the rest of my life as well. He will cripple me, he will hurt my children, and I won't let him do it. I won't let it happen.
I admire your courage, I really do.
I don't think it is courage. I think it is simply self-defense.
You never cease to amaze me. Your strength. I would be devastated.
Were you devastated when you found out what my father did to me?
I was appalled. horrified. I realized that I was sharing my life with a monster.
How did you find out? I'll bet he didn't tell you.
He did. In a sense. He talked in his sleep. He mumbled. And the things that I heard were appalling. First I thought I misheard him, but no. So I confronted him. He, of course, denied it, but I knew that he was lying. I'll never forget the look on his face when he realized he had been caught.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
I thought you knew. Believe me, I had no idea when I said something that night about it that I was going to hurt you so much.
Well, don't worry, I don't blame you.
I'm glad, Viki, that you're trying to make your peace with this. Because I quite agree with you. Victor Lord must not hurt either one of us anymore. Not even though we may never in our lives find it possible to forgive him, let us at least be grateful that the man is dead and get on with our lives. Don't you agree? Am I wrong? I mean, don't you want to get on with your life?
Yes, of course I want that, Dorian. But in order to do it, I know that first I have to forgive the person who hurt me. And more importantly, I have to be forgiven for all the hurtful things I did to a lot of people, including you.
Oh, Viki, I forgive you. And I hope that you forgive me for blurting it out that way. That night about how you were being sexually abused by your father. But you were just ranting and raving about how I had killed him.
Didn't you? Smother him?
No. He deserved to die, but I did not do it. Irene Manning did. And she confessed to it in her diary.
Then prove it. I know that one of my alters, Tori, in fact, I know she gave you the diary. Well, Bo tells me that the police now have new techniques whereby they can identify forgeries. Let me have the diary tested. One more time. If the confession turns out to be false, I don't know what I would do. Maybe I just need to know the truth for myself.
I wish that I could help you.
You can. Give me the diary.
There is no diary. I burned it.
You destroyed the diary? Why? Why would you do that unless you knew it was a forgery and you knew it would incriminate you?
Viki, I was cleared of those murder charges. The case against me has been closed, remember? And yes, that diary did save my life. And every time I looked at it, I was reminded that I came this close to being executed. Well, I'll tell you, I got a little tired of reliving that memory, so I burned the damn thing. Now then, maybe I would have kept it if I had known that you would once again be on this quest for the truth.
Right, yes. Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it would have helped, but it's not all that important because, you see, I've started remembering a lot of details about the night that my father died. In fact, I think I was in the room when it happened.
What?
I've had a memory, Dorian. A memory of seeing someone pressing a pillow down over my father's face and smothering him to death.
That is how he died. But it was not my hands on that pillow. Viki? Are you all right?
It's starting again.
What?